Hello, hello, hello. Hi everybody. Stacy here from Creatively Stacy. Thank you for stopping by. I haven't been on in a while. Those of you that have been following along know I threw my back out last Saturday, and so I've been laying low. But I got a trusty pillow here, and I'm dying to paint, so I thought I'd pop on and paint with you guys if anybody's around, or if you catch it on the replay, say hello as you pop on. Say hashtag replay if you catch it on the replay. And I'm playing in my journal. I've shown you these before, my journal. I think this one's painted, so I can't show you what it is. It's a mixed media journal. I get them at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Amazon or whatever. I get them on sale. And I had an idea, famous last words, and I always like to try things in my journal first to see if it pans out how I think it is in my brain. And then if I do like it, I will put it on canvas. So excuse my whatever, because I've been laid up for a few days. I did go see my nephews and granddaughter yesterday. I only get to see them once a year. We get to go to the lake together. And so I didn't want to miss it. I was only there a couple hours, way overdid it. Really paid for it. Back to recovering again. But I really was trying to figure out how I could paint. I'm doing better every day, so in a few days it should be fine. I'm going to make a comment here because I'm not seeing comments, and sometimes that's what happens. So we'll see if that changes anything. But yeah, as you pop on, say hello. Now it says finish. I don't know what that means. It didn't go. Oh guys, you guys, I get in trouble with this, pushing buttons. Hello. Send. Oh, there it goes. Oh, hi, Christine. Good. Oh, good. Comments are working. Thank you. I am feeling better. Today's a better day than yesterday. Every day's better. I've had back problems forever. Hairdresser life. I haven't thrown it out. Usually I get a warning. Like, it gives me a little twinge. It's like, hello, you're doing too much. Hello, slow down. I didn't get that. It was literally just boom, gone, done. And so it's been a long time since I've thrown my back out, you guys. I forgot how much pain that was, and some of you have messaged me there, commented or whatever, that you have had back pain or back surgeries or whatever, and I'm so sorry, because it's just, oh, I can't imagine going through it forever. So for those of you that have been there and done that, you know what I'm talking about, and God bless. And for those of you that have never had back problems, count your blessings, because it ain't fun. But anyways, I had an idea, and I wanted to play with the teal and orange because I was loving those photos I posted the other day. And I really wanted to do fall decor for my home, but I wasn't sure that I was pumpkin ready yet. I was feeling more like flowers. So I grabbed some teal, which you could make with yellow and blue. I grabbed some orange, which you could make with red and yellow. I'll be using some white and black, and I don't know what else, because I'm just winging it and being creative. And I hope you will follow along and try it. I'm kind of torn on whether to do the background orange and the flowers teal, because teal's that's my favorite color, and I think I would like it to be more predominant. On the other hand, it's a fall painting, so I wondered if the flowers should be orange. I don't know which way to go with it. Everything I see, it looks like mostly a teal background with the orange on front. And I think I want to try it in the reverse on my canvas. And then if it's a beautiful disaster, or in my journal. And then if it's a disaster, then I can do it the other way on the canvas. I don't know. What do you guys think? Orange background or teal background? Orange flowers or teal flowers? Because I want to play with those two shades today. And we'll do some blending and see what's happening. I've been down all summer, tore up my ankle. Good time to be laid up. But 9 weeks in, I'm still healing. Oh, and you're a tennis buff. Oh, I hurt my ankle, oh Lord, probably 20 years ago. I stepped in a hole in the yard. I had to get crutches to get around my house. Ankles, that's no fun. At least with the back, I can get up and walk. It ain't pretty. It takes a while, but I can do it. Ankles are, yeah, that's a rough one there. Well, it's a good time to be healing up. I guess there's not a lot to do. I got a hair in me. Not a lot going on, not a lot to do, not a lot of places to go, so we shall see. So I'm just going to get some colors out on my plate here. I'm going to get some white because I know I'm going to use white. Orange background, you think so? I think I want to try it. I think it'll be fun. Like I said, if it doesn't work out, lesson learned. So I'm going to get some white down, and I think I'm going to put a little yellow down and some orange. And like I said, if you don't have orange, just mix up red and yellow and make an orange. Because I like to have a little variation in my backgrounds, a little blending. I'm not going to do as crazy a one as I did yesterday, but and I'm going to use, I just grabbed a bunch of these, I don't even know. I have orange and dark orange. I guess I'll go with dark orange. I don't know. So I'm not a big orange person, so I'm out of my comfort zone, but I like to try new things. I've been watching tons of painting videos and business tutorials and all sorts of stuff while I've been sitting around, kicking around. I've been playing a lot of games on my notepad too, so. But what are you going to do? I am not built for sitting, you guys. This is not my thing. I have basically been sitting since Saturday. It's ridiculous. My poor husband, he took time off from work. I'm like, you have to come to the coop with me. I can't reach down to scoop the feed. I can't get the eggs out of the nesting box. I'm like, when yesterday we went to see the kids, I'm like, you have to come in the store with me. He's like, why? I'm like, well, I need a case of water that I can't lift up, and I want to get a watermelon that I can't pick up. Like, normally, this is just normal. I would just go do this stuff, but not right now. I'll get there. I'll get back to it. All right, we're going to do an orange background, and we're going to do some Chevy Wildflowers in teal and see what happens. And if I like it, then I'm going to put it on canvas to hang up for fall decor. And if you like it, I hope you paint it too. All right, I'm going to turn it down so you guys can watch what's going on. We'll decide together as we go how that works out, right? All right, hope you can see okay. There you go. So I'm going to use a chip brush. You could use any large flat brush that you have. I like the streaks and striations from the chip brushes. They're a stiffer bristle. They don't give you full coverage. This has been used so many times. Look at the poor end of that. So I like the way that comes out. So I'm going to dip into my orange and my yellow and maybe a little white. So I'm literally just going for it, you guys. I'm just going for it. And I think I'm going to go up and down. I'm going to do a vertical when I do the canvas. I think I'm going to do up and down with my background. I'm definitely going to need more orange. So we'll just start going with there. It's going to be kind of a fiery background. That might be kind of cool. Remind you of bonfires in the fall. I'm still dreaming of a fire pit. We haven't got that far yet. I've been slowed down on all the things I was pushing for. Sometimes your body just says it's time to quit. My hubby has been busy too. Grocery shopping for one. Oh yes, I know. Blessed to have the help, that's for sure, because some things you just can't do. Well, looks like my hubby just got back. He was over helping the neighbor up the road. So you guys, I'm literally just dipping into, oops, that's why I wore this shirt, because I don't care if I get paint on it. Dipping into all the colors and blending as I go, wet on wet, so they'll still blend. I'm not going over here and coming back over here and going down here. I want the colors to blend as I go. So this is just going to be a quick one to see what we think. If this will qualify for fall. I don't have anything orange and yellow in my house, so anything orange and yellow on my walls is going to stand right out. And I am making that orange a little bit more muted. I might go back and brighten it up a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like when we get it all down here. Kind of like the yellow in there a bit. So you can blend this as much or as little as your taste. Here he comes. Will he see me in here? No, I'm on. No, he didn't see me. He'll be surprised. He'll hear me talking to myself. Talking to you guys. He'll be like, okay, there she goes. I told him I wanted to paint today. I literally have not been in here painting at all because I haven't been able to sit up that long, so, and this chair was not comfortable. But, I think I got it figured out now. Think I got it figured out. Are you liking this? Something fun. I'm going to need more orange. I used up most of my orange already. That goes fast. Get a little more white in here on the bottom. Well, this is still wet, so it'll be like a little bit darker at the top and a little bit lighter at the bottom. Do that. So I suppose you could add white or yellow down here. I'm just, while this is still wet, lightening it up a little bit more. Then I'm going to get some more orange. What did I say I used? Dark orange? I think I used the dark orange. Alright. I guess it doesn't matter. Any orange will do. Ooh. Oh my gosh, if I drop something on the floor, you guys, it's done. We're going to just move on. If you don't even want to watch that project. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so let's do a little bit more of the darker orange up here in a few spots. So you can see while this is still wet, you guys, you can play with it. Now on paper it rolls. You get kind of wiggly. When it dries, it mostly straightens out, but on canvas it wouldn't do that. I'm just playing with it till I see what I like. You can see how by just using orange and yellow and white, how you get all sorts of different colors, right? You get a nice variation. Put a little more white up in here too. Like I said, I still want this to be fall-ish, but my house is all blues and teals. And so, other than my little witchy poo, who has orange and purple in her, most of my decor does not, so. I'm sure it's going to be covered in paint the way I'm painting today. So I just kept my brush up and down the whole time because I wanted thin variations. If you like a wider panels, go the other way. Just make sure you got everything covered. Get it all covered good. And go back in and add anything you want to add. Well, it's still movable, right? So there we have a beautiful, reminds me of a candy corn. Oh, there's a question for you guys. Candy corn, yes or no? That's a good question. Love them or not so much? Let me know what your vote is on the candy corn situation. Because that candy corn should be coming out pretty soon, I would think. So I just washed my brush off. I'm setting it aside. And now, I think what we're going to do is, I was going to do a white background. I'm going to get out some black and some white. So if you're painting along, grab a little black and grab a little white. We always need black and white anyways, so I don't think I've done a painting yet without them. I would be surprised if I had. So black and white, and then, I don't know if I'm going to use this pre-made, I don't know, it's called Aqua. I'll probably make my own when I do it on canvas, but for the journal, I'll just use this. So this is, I'm using just a folk art Aqua. A lot of times when I do canvas, I use my chalk paint, or I mix my own colors, which yellow and blue, you can make some really pretty teals. But for today's, just testing it out, the theory, I'm just going to get some of this. So I've got my messy plate. You guys, I still am using this old plate. So I got some teal, some black, and some white so far. And I'm going to grab an angle brush because that's my weapon of choice. You could certainly use a flat brush or whatever you like. Wondering if I shouldn't, it's still kind of wet. Let me dry it just a little bit so I can chalk it out a little bit. I'm not going to chalk it out. Just roll with it. Just go with me here, you guys. because then I don't have to dry, and I don't really feel like holding the blow dryer. How ridiculous is that? But that's true. Don't feel like it. So I'm going to actually shape it out in white. No, I'm going to shape it out in white. See, this is what happens when you haven't painted for a week. You lose your mind. And I'm going to just sketch something on here. Give myself an idea of where I'm going. So this is like just random, right? You with me? Are you seeing where we're going with this? Oh, Lordy. All right, so something like that, I think. So I just did some parentheses, you guys, to give me an idea of a shape. I think that'll work. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do black in the centers. Kind of gray because I'm using a dirty brush. I'm just going to kind of round those out to give me a guide, right? I might even do the stems a little bit more down here on these. I'm making big flowers. So I'm just kind of dropping down below them randomly. Now, if you got a thinner brush, you could do a thinner line. Like I said, I'm journal playing. So if you're doing this, like when I do it on the canvas, I will likely, maybe not, because I kind of like this, use a smaller brush for that part of it, okay? And turn it around so you can see what I've got going down here. So I did some parentheses just to kind of give me a shape. I did like a little oval as to where the middle is going to be. And I dropped down below and I did the bottom of where the flower is going to be. Just to give myself a guide for these random, whimsical, I don't know what they are, flowers, just so we can play with orange and teal and I can get fall decor. So I think that'll be a good starting point. So I'm going to wash this brush off because I don't want black all the way through it. It's going to grab some of the black from my little circle, and that's okay. So I'm going to dab into the teal and a little bit of white. Where are you? So I just dabbed into the teal and a little bit of white. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm going to pull out from the bottom so I can pull that black. Okay, so let's start doing that so that we'll have the darkness in our petals. And I'm going in that same shape that I did with the parentheses. And this is just a base, you guys, so don't get all excited. We will fix it up, right? I'm just getting my shape in. And I don't want them to all be a solid petal. They're all like their own little things. So having the two colors helps you see that. I kind of like it. This one was really big. All right, let's get her going. Bring her in. So can you kind of see how I have kind of three messy petals going down here, but they're just loosey-gooseys. It's like all different whatevers. We'll go back and add some more to that. I want to get down to these while I still have some black that's wet. You could also just re-wet your black, which I may need to do. Let me just touch that black. There we go. Because I want that darker at the bottom. And I'm just pulling out from that center. And I'm kind of playing with it as I go, you guys, to see where we're headed. So far, so good. Let me say you need a little black and a little white in all of your paintings. I don't know why. I think it should be a rule. I always say there's no rules in paintings, but I really feel like we need it. I need it anyways. So I'm doing that same C shape, so you get the different, you can see the lines of the flowers, so you can see that they're like little groupings. Little groupings. Like I said, this is just layers, so we will change this up as we go. I'm actually going to make that top one a little bigger. Like I said, I'm not super interested in a lot of orange in my background, just some. I'm just going right back over what I did and adding a little bit more. Make it a little bigger. You can always go bigger, I can't go smaller, so you get it down and it's not what you want, then add to it. So you go right off the page there. Okay. So we're this far. I'm going to take my dirty brush and just touch slightly into that black. I'm going to go ahead and pull into this just a little bit here before I do my next layer. Just trying to darken that a little bit more. Because this is going to be the center of my flower where there would be more shade. And I'm going to cover it up a little bit with the next layer, so I want to make sure I've got it out here a little bit more. Just add another dimension there. I just pulled a little bit of black in there with my dirty brush, so it made it kind of gray. Excuse my barking. I'm just going to wipe this off on the paper towel, grab a little bit more white, and come in. And anywhere it feels like it's too solid of a color, and I'm keeping the white more to the ends, I'm just adding a little bit more. And again, the paint is still wet, so that gives you a little bit more freedom of movement. Guess I haven't painted flowers with you in a long time. I think it's been quite a while. Been slacking. Had a lot going on. There's always a lot going on. Story of life, I guess. I'm gonna wipe this off and grab just the straight teal. I'm gonna just come right back out into this a little bit more. You see how I'm just adding layers? I'm just, like I said, these are whimsical wildflowers. They're not any particular flower. I'm just getting some colors that I like and making some shapes to give the impression of a flower. And I promise you this will tie in a minute down here. It looks kind of weird just down there by itself, but I wanted to get these to really to where I want them to be. If you like your flowers more blended, then by all means blend away. But that's not where I'm at with it. All right, so I'm just going to wipe this off again. I didn't even need to really. While that's still wet, I'm going to grab back into the white and just a little bit of that turquoise. And I'm going to start down here. I'm going to come right up over I want it to look like, might have gotten too far into that center. That's why I do things in my journal. Sometimes I get a little carried away. I want it to look like these guys are basically coming over those guys. Spread this out a little bit. And I need more white on these tips because we're losing them as I get up there and blend. And we'll go back afterwards and do some highlights too, but I always need more white. My white is starting to get really blended with my teal because I've been dabbing back and forth as I do. Let me see. I feel like I'm too scattered. Changing it up, changing it up. Stay with me. You never know what's going to happen. So I just added a few more petals into that top and filled it. And I'm just adding a few more petals down here. Sure, I'm still on the screen. Sorry, guys. I'm a page turner. I turn my paintings all around. So just a wild, whimsical, bright, fun thing. I need some more white though. I got a lot of teal going on here in my white. This one we'll do trying a different stroke. This is the nice thing when you're in your journal playing, you guys. You can really play around with things. I like my other stroke better. And I might have to move my black back in there. We'll see. You can really play around with things and really try different techniques and different things. And then, like a lot of times I'll do like 3 different flowers on one canvas or on one journal page just to see which flower I like best. I don't know if you guys were with me this summer. We did, I had little wooden blocks and we did 3 or 4 different flowers that day just for fun. All right, let's do this last one. I like them just looser. Hope I didn't go off the page. So anyways, if you pop on, say hello. If you catch it on replay, say replay. Let me know what you think. Well, let me know if you like candy corn. And then, because inquiring minds. And let me know what you think. Orange background with the teal flowers. Did you like that idea? Or do you think when I do my canvas, I should do the teal background with the orange flowers? And I don't have a sample of that because I'm just trying this right now to see what it would look like, right? Just a little darker down here. A little more teal down here. I feel like my base is a little big, so I really want the painting to be about the flowers and not about other things. So I'm just adding little petals by just doing little strokes. And you can see that black center is still in there. We're looking pretty good on that. So I'll show you where I'm at. And we're going to go in and do some fine tuning in just a moment. Just something kind of fun. Wash this brush off. Maybe. There we go. Let's get, oh, I need a little itty bitty. I guess I'll use my detail brush. I thought I had a little itty bitty brush out, but I'm not seeing it. All right, I'll use this. So I'm gonna go back into this black, and I'm just gonna dab some little dots in here in the center where it's darker. And a lot of times if you're just doing random flowers, you really have a lot of freedom to embellish them however you want to in the details. And the details often make the difference in the whole thing. So get really creative with that. I just put some black. I think I'm gonna, you know what? I think I'm gonna put a little bit of that orange in there too, you guys. Just let's see what happens. Like I said, this is just journal play. If it doesn't work out, then I won't do that when I do it on my canvas. Hi Sharon, hi Nita. Welcome, welcome. I'm just trying to get an idea for something to do for my walls for fall. And my house is teal and blue. But I wanted to bring some orange in, so I'm not really ready for pumpkins yet. Although I brought my witch in here so you guys can see her, but I should do a pumpkin for the wall too. So now I'm just taking the orange, you guys, and doing the same thing I just did with the black, just doing some little dots, just to have a little something going on here. I don't know if I like that or not, but we're going to live with it for a minute and see what we think. A lot of times if I think I don't like something, it's really good to leave it and walk away and come back. Because then when I look at it with fresh eyes, where my nose hasn't been right in my painting for the whole thing, a lot of times I really like it. So, oh, I didn't grab my water bottle. Okay. Guys, I'm not getting up, so we're just going to grab some dirty water out of our water dish and add that to our white and be happy. Okay, I'm just thinning it down a little bit. There we go. And I'm just going to go through these and add a little bit of white. And I'm not doing full lines, just some dashes. Okay, and actually while I've got the white out, I'm going to go ahead and into my flower, which is still pretty wet. That's okay, and do some finer lines. You could let it dry completely and use a gel pen or a paint pen or a Sharpie. But I find if you just get a really small paintbrush and use a light hand and be committed, just go with wherever it's going when you're doing this. Generally you're okay. And if it gets too wild or crazy, because this is done in so many layers, you can certainly just go right back over it. So this is a good type of thing to practice doing those thin lines with. Can you see how just doing some white on there really brings it out, right? For those of you, I see a few of you on here that are in my VIP club. We're doing the witch on Saturday if you're around. And if you're not around, she'll be available on replay. She is a paid design. I bought her. I'm trying to, well, I'm still trying to teach you guys stuff that I do, but I'm also trying to incorporate the hottest trends for the upcoming seasons. And I actually took my blonde witch and took my my logo off her so the other girls could use her as an example on their pages. I didn't want to take away from their followers, but I wanted them to be able to have that as an example. I'm all about sharing the love, you guys. So that is a paid design, so that's in there. The drawing is in there. And I see that the Teach the Teacher group that I'm in, they're also doing an owl moon, which I'm not in love with that painting. It's just not my thing, but I did put the tracer in for that. And so I'm going to give you guys in the group the choice. If you want to, you can do that on your own anytime anyways. But if you want a tutorial on that, or if you would rather do something else, because we're going to do something for fall. But I will totally teach you that one if you want to, or you can just use the tracer and do your own thing, and I will teach you something else. So you girls in the group, you'll have to let me know what you're looking for, because I want to bring you what you want to see. And there's so many choices for fall, and I'll throw some of my own in too. But I didn't want you to miss out on all the good stuff that is flying around the internet. If it's out there and I have access to it and I can legally use it, I'd be happy to bring it to you. So that is happening Saturday. If you guys are not in the club, it's $10. $10. Join us. It'll be there for replay. No commitment. All that good stuff. So I'm just going back now with a little bit heavier white on some of these ends with that same angled brush. I know, I think we need to do sunflowers soon too. Although my hydrangeas are blooming, we could do those. So many choices. We got lots of options. Not enough hours in the day. And sometimes I feel like I overwhelm you guys because I am always wanting to paint something. So don't feel like you have to paint everything that's in there. Just whatever you like, paint it. Hang out with me here. Hang out with me there. Have some fun. So I'm just going back, you guys, and just doing a little dabs. I just did white. I just grabbed into my teal with my dirty brush. I'm going to go back and do some black in a minute. I just want to kind of finish out with my white and teal before I get to that. What do you think? Is this a flower you would try? I don't even know. This is just a made-up flower. So that's kind of freeing to do made-up flowers. Because you don't have to conform to, anything. Just do your own thing. So I'm just filling in wherever I feel like there is room for more. Grab that white back and just do a few more with the white on those ones I just put in there. You guys think I should do a few with the teal too, these littler lines? I could be here all day just playing with these flowers. This is, I haven't painted, well, I painted last night for a little bit, but I haven't painted in like a week, so I feel like I missed out on all the goodness here. Alright, let me just wash that off. I'm going to wash this off. I think I'm going to grab just a little bit of that teal and do the same thing I just did with the white. And then we'll do some black. And then we'll step back and take a look. My back is starting to burn, so we're going to be done here really soon. Tell you guys, this chair, I don't know. There's no good chairs when your back hurts. You just have to keep switching. Change to here and change to there. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm just grabbing some of that teal straight and doing some lines, right? Nothing major. Oh shoot, he's got the TV on. Sorry. I would jump up and shut the door for you, but I can't do that. And I don't want to holler from the other room. So bear with me. I hope you can still hear fine. And if you're talking to me, I'm not seeing it, so I do apologize for not answering comments. I don't know what's up with that, but... So who feels like by watching this tutorial, this is something you could attempt to do? Because this is just me randomly playing in my journal. It's not much of a tutorial. I didn't really give you full instructions on anything. You see right there, I got a little too thick. Where are you on the camera? Upside down and backwards here. Let me see. All right. Right there, I got a little thick. I'm just going to grab some more of that white. And blend it right back out. So when you're doing multiple colors like that, you have a lot of freedom. All right, so let's wash that off and let's grab some black. And then I think if I do it on canvas this way, you guys, I think I'll do the black edging too, just to make it more, even more. Or do you think I should do teal edges? I don't know. I wish I had my water bottle. I'm just adding some water to my black to make it more inky. I'm going to use less black than I used of anything else. Pull this up a little bit more from the bottom where I covered it. But just fun. That got a little crazy there. Paint levels going up. Painting skills going down. When all else fails, if I had a wet wipe here, I would just grab that, but I don't. I'm looking for whatever I can reach at this point, you guys. It's water. If you have a mistake and you get it right away, that was a lot of water. You take a wet brush. You can basically, I'll grab a paper towel. If you had a wet wipe, that works really good too. You can basically erase it. But you got to get it right away. You can't wait. There we go. Yeah, I'm just making it worse. Guys, what in the world? Need a wet wipe. There we go. We're getting there now. I need to go up towards the black, not down from the black. Craziness in progress now. Clean water would help too. We're getting there. We're getting there. If I had a clean paper towel or clean water, we would be really in business. I don't have either. Grab a little red, orange, and yellow. Just smoosh right back in there. And all else fails, let it dry. And then go right back over it. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit more, but I got most of it. Holy macaroni, you guys. See, I know I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to move to another chair. So I'm going back into some pink, yeah, teal and white. And we'll let all of that dry, and then I'll come back and fix that little bitty spot that I got crazy with. Happens to the best of us. No worries. It's just paint. Paint right over it. You see, by just adding a little bit of black to it, the whole thing. That's why I say most of my paintings have black and white, because I just think it really brings it out. Let's see if I can do this one without getting all crazy in the Kool-Aid here. There we go. I'm going to call it quits, guys, because my back's on fire. And I will go back and fix that little spot there to my liking, because it's too wet for me to do anything with it. But anyways, whimsical wildflowers in the orange and teal. Let me know what you think. I'm like dying here. Hi. Let me know what you think. And if you would try this. And ladies in the club, if you're catching this, check out my questions earlier and let me know what you think. And I will see you guys in there Saturday. One way or another. I feel like it's like the color is weird. There we go. Maybe that's better. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I'll see you soon. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.